Hey everyone, it's Usopp Gaming, and today we're going to be deciding which Yoshikage Kira is the best Yoshikage Kira, because I really do not feel like gaming right now, and this is something I've been thinking about for a hot minute actually, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, because most ideas that I actually think of are pretty dumb, but I feel like this one's actually good, so we're going to try it. So we're going to be deciding which of the three Yoshikage Kiras are the best, because we have Yoshikage Kira before Requiem, we have Kosaku Kawajiri, which is after Kira obtains Requiem, and then we have Part 8 Jojolian Yoshikage Kira, which we don't know as much about since all we really got from him was like more of a backstory, but we still got a little bit on his abilities. And speaking of abilities, the whole point is that basically I'm just going to be talking about, like, I'm going to give a quick synopsis on all of their backgrounds, their stories, and then we're going to talk about their abilities and basically decide who to win in a fight. So if you guys like that idea and you guys think I should do more, just tell me in the comments below what I should do or who I should do next. It doesn't just have to be JoJo, it can be, any other animes with similar characters, or two different animes with similar characters, who you think would win. We can just kind of talk about it, So we're going to be starting with before Requiem, Yoshikage Kira. So first of all, short backstory is he's just the guy that wants to live a nice and peaceful life, but it's disturbed by the Dwayne gang, and now he's seeking the quiet life by killing them off. And also, he enjoys killing females and taking their hands, because he has a hand fetish, thanks to the Mona Lisa. Not weird at all. And, alright, let's get into his abilities first. So first, he has a contact bomb, which means anything he touches now becomes a bomb, and basically he puts his right hand in the shape of a detonator, and when he pushes his thumb down on his fingers and he clicks, everything in the radius is exploded. But it's not a regular explosion, it's almost like they get vaporized, like they kind of turn to ash and then disappear, so there's no trace of them, so there's no trace to tell you who did the explosion, because there's nothing to find. They're completely evaporated essentially. And he has his second bomb, Sheer Heart Attack, which is a heat-seeking tracer bomb. So he doesn't exactly control it. He can just send it out of his left hand, and the only thing he really does is he essentially chooses who it can attack, essentially, and it goes after them. So it's heat-seeking, so it senses heat and it goes for them. And it's also unbreakable. So since it's unbreakable, what can you do? And the thing is, any damage that it does sustain, like when Koichi's Echoes Act 3 freezes into the ground, it only damages his left hand. It wouldn't damage his whole body. So, because it's like a substand. So, next we're gonna get onto Kosaku Kawajiri, who essentially the same backstory, but as he is now, he is struggling and suffering since he's trying to take on this new life as a new persona, because he doesn't want to get caught by the Dwayne gang, and now he's killed the son of the family he's joined, and he's stressing out because he doesn't know what to do, because now if she finds out, then everybody's going to know it's Kira, because who else to be able to get rid of someone without a trace. So essentially he's stressing out, and then he gets stabbed with the stand arrow. Well, more like his arm engulfs the stand arrow, more or less, take it or leave it. And yeah, so basically he's achieved Requiem. So basically it's Killer Queen Requiem. Of course, they don't say anything about Requiem till part 5, but it's Requiem. So first of all, he still has his contact bomb, so anything he touches explodes, but he doesn't have Sheer Heart Attack anymore, so Sheer Heart Attack is gone. But you do get a new ability, Bites the Dust, so it's kind of a weird ability to explain, but essentially he can put it on anyone, and basically anyone who tries to figure out his identity, or even something as small as his name, will get blown up, and it'll reset time an hour back, and it'll make minuscule events, certain events, occur again. So yeah, so he can go back in time. And he also has what's sort of a substand. It's called Stray Cat, in which it shoots air bubbles, but So it shoots explosive air bubbles that they're not visible to the naked eye because they're air, so they can't really be seen that well. Well, they're seen more as like a ripple in the air than actually visibly being seen. And he can control, well, he has two different kinds really. He has one that only moves forward, and it just goes forward, and it's kind of slow, it's not too fast. And then he has a second one that he can use where it follows you, where it can essentially it follows you, and it's like a tracker explosive bubble. And the stray cat itself sits within his chest, and the stray cat, so he kind of makes the cat shoot air bubbles, and then his stand killer queen, which is also a cat, makes it explosive. So they're kind of like a dual combo. And finally, we have Part 8 Jojolian Yoshikage Kira, which is much different from the other two. So first of all, he also has contact bombs, but the difference between his contact bombs is that the explosions are actually visible to even not stand users, and it does leave explosive marks and such because he's more of an outgoing open person, so you can actually see his explosions. They're not like secretive explosions. And he has sheer heart attack, but first he can change the size of the sheer heart attack so we can make them smaller or larger, and you can hear him saying sheer heart attacks because unlike Yoshikage Kira from Part 4, he can send out multiple sheer heart attacks and change their size. Plus, he still has the contact bombs, as I said before, and he also has the explosive bubbles. So he's essentially like a fusion of the other two Yoshikage Kiras. And it's like, but he doesn't have Bites the Dust though, so that's what makes him different from Kosaku, because he doesn't have Bites the Dust, and neither does Yoshikage Kira, but Kosaku does have Bites the Dust. So if we want to go into detail, we can get the stand stats out. So we have Yoshikage Kira / Kosaku stand stats, since his stand stats, unlike most other Rec Rooms, doesn't actually change between the two of them. So he has an A in potential and power, a B in speed, a D in range, so it's a 2-meter type stand, a durability of B, so it can take a good amount of punches but not too many, and precision of A/B. So it's a pretty decent stand. So it's not the best obviously, but it's a pretty decent stand. And I mean, yeah. And then sheer heart attack. So this stands for sheer heart attack. It has its own stats, which are similar, but they're not the same. So for its stats, it has an A in power, a C in speed, it has an A in range because it can go around 100 meters. It has an A in durability, seeing as it's invincible, and E in precision, since it is seen running into random objects and failing to hit its target a lot. And it has an A in potential because it also has high potential. So seeing as he has higher stats, and I believe Stray Cat also has stand stats, I'm gonna see in a second, but I'm not exactly sure. But Yoshikage Kira Part 8 does not have stand stats yet because he is a fusion. You know, Josuke is a fusion between Josefumi Kujo and Yoshikage Kira. So we really only get a backstory on both of them. We don't really get anything on them separately. So I'm not completely sure if he has stand stats at all, but we're gonna see in a second. It appears it does not have stand stats. Lots of memes though. But so taking all the abilities into account, seeing as no one else would be there, Bites the Dust wouldn't really be helpful, and the bubble bombs aren't that fast. So I feel like he wouldn't be that effective. So it would really be Yoshikage Kira before Requiem versus Yoshikage Kira from Jojolian. And I really think Jojolian Kira would win, seeing as, you know, he has multiple sheer heart attacks and they're a little bit faster and they're smaller as well. But he can have multiple, so it's more effective since he has multiple. Not to mention his bubble bombs move a little bit faster than Kosaku's, and they're smaller and he can have multiple explosive bubbles, so it's like he's all in all just more effective in general. So the winner of this one is Jojolian Part 8 Yoshikage Kira. If you guys believe that Kosaku or Kira from Diamond is Unbreakable should have won, tell me in the comments why you believe that, and I'll be going through the comments and I'll be hearting comments. And also, now is the time where I say, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Put in the comments below what kind of other videos I should make, if I should make a different kind of video, or what characters I should use for the next video like this. And follow me on Instagram, actually, at usopp.kunai. I have 90 followers there, so let's try to get that to 100. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Look, guys, we don't talk about this Kira. We don't talk about Dead Man's Questions Kira.